I'm going to make another lure now for Kev, just so I can show you what to do really. There's a completed lure, the one we caught on in Lanzarote. I'm determined to get a bass on one of these this year, so we'll see what happens with that. Firstly, we'll start by putting the holes in them. As you can see here, touched by little bits of wire. We'll go through that later. So all we're going to do is just pretty much opposite each other a couple of 2mm holes, like so. I'm just marking it there with the centre punch. Then I won't go through all the drilling process, but quite simply, just take hold of your penny and drill it through like so, and the same on these 2Ps, so you'll have all your coins. I'll do that now off screen, there's no point you seeing that. Every little bit of drilling, it'll go on, won't it? So yep, we'll do that. So what we've got here is a socket. It's used for the old cart, the old temper. Now we'll put the queen's face down. We don't want to damage the queen. And start steady.
Keep moving it around a quarter.
There we go. So that's the dished coin. Okay, so we've put 2 of those. Lovely. So now we've got a smaller socket. It's a nice size for a 1p. So we're just off doing exactly the same again. Remember not to bash the queen, keep the queen in perfect condition. There's plenty of other ways of doing this. I've done them in the past with using a ball bearing. But I like this method. It's kind of like, as long as you don't rush it, it's very therapeutic. Just keep turning it. There we go. Four nicely dished coins. Right, the next stage, them drilled and dished like that. I've cut, if you look at this, you should be able to see that clearly if you look against my hand. I've dished out this wood on the top of, it's on the top of an old handle, and put a Jubilee clip around it to stop it splitting. Put that in a vise and that'll give us the angle the other way. So we'll do that now. So we want the angle to go in line with the holes. So that's the low point in the middle. So line the holes up that way. Then there's the angle, put the holes in line with the angle, hold that, and one quick clout will nearly do it. Needs another one. So hopefully you can see that now. That's your dish, and then it's gone. Let me get some white paper. There's a piece of paper here. Might be clearer. So it's dished that way, and now if you look at it, it's gone that way as well. So you repeat that, the same on both your 2Ps, and then on the 1pence, exactly the same. use a slightly smaller diameter bar on that one. There's many ways of doing this, but this is just the easiest for me. There you go. Let's show me a piece of paper. Yeah, it's got a lovely dome, and then it's gone that way as well. Yeah, and we'll do all of those the same, and then we'll modify the one that goes on the front to create more vibration. We'll go through that in a minute. Okay, so there's the penny. This is going to be the front penny. The back penny remains exactly the same as that, but this one we shall bend the front portion about 35 degrees that way. So I'll just show you that. This is what creates the majority of the wobble that gives the vibration. So to keep the shape, we compress it round the bar. And then we just tap the front to give us a nice angle. There we go. So we can see there, nice angle. Let's pull that away, make sure we can see this. There we go. That's the front. The part with the angle there is your front. So if we look at the completed lure, the front is angle away, then domed this way and folded that way. Next one the same. The tail penny exactly the opposite, and then joined together by bits of wire. And do a little loop of wire through the two holes, just twist it, then cut it off. Won't be pretty, but it'll be a lot cheaper than using split rings. I know split rings aren't particularly expensive, but the rate I lose lures, it all adds up. So I'm trying to keep this to a minimum budget. Let's see how we go. Some 2mm stainless wire. I'll just show you on the one. So we'll connect these two together. We'll do if we can find the hole. Put them together like that. And pull. There we go. So then all we have to do is cross them over. Grab hold of them, hold the coins, pull and twist. Got to be careful not to overdo it. Down to the size you want. There we go. Cut that off. Mind your eyes. And squeeze that down. Done. Now you look at that and you go, it's not pretty, but I'm going to hang a 5 kilogram weight off this and it won't budge. So it's got full free movement. We'll repeat that process. To test out the old GP, we're going to put the hook in the vise. And drop this 5 kilogram weight. Well, we're not going to drop it, we're just going to balance it. Oh, we will if we can forget the wrong way up. On there, and see what happens. Well, that's interesting. I won't be using that old bit of mono. Just found an old bit of mono. It's certainly not very strong. The lure stayed together, but the lines broke. Class. Outtakes. Right, I'll retie it with something stronger. I've retied the mini link with some, well, my current leader. So if that's not strong enough, I know I'll have to change my current leader. So 5 kilograms, 11-ish pounds, whatever it is. Drop it down, and shall I loose it? Loosed it. There you go. So we're not worried now. You can see that swinging on there. So those bits of twisted wire can hold 10 pounds. That's going to hold you double if you have to lift it up. Unlikely. I bet you'd probably bend that hook out first.
Yeah. Check it again.
Well, I can see, is it just this side of that?
Yeah, but you can just pull yourself to the ground.
It's my penny lure.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's pointing, what it's luring, but I'm just going to get a lure in. Right, just saw some fish jumping right there. So I'll put my homemade penny lure on to see if we can get anything. Yep. Fish on, first cast on the homemade penny lure. Yeah, it's a lizard, but look at that. First cast on my homemade lure. Right, the lure works. Let's get him off. Single hook just for you, buddy. Off he goes. First cast. Brilliant. Oh, now I got wet feet. Oh, fish on. Fish on the penny lure again. Yeah. Feels like another. What a fighting a bit better anyway. It's a bit more angry this one. I can't see him now. Where's he got? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's off. There he goes. Look at this, look at him, greedy bugger. Look at that. Same size as you, mate. Let's get him back in. In he goes. Tried to do it quick so my fingers wouldn't stink, but it never works, does it? Well, that's two on the penny lure. Well, actually it's a 6p lure, not a penny lure in it, I suppose.